Good day everyone, this is Blue95 and welcome to a live narration on Pokemon Showdown. Today I will be playing UU, even though it says suspect test, yeah, whatever, I don't really care. And also at the end of this video I have a special end video thingy that will go after the live narration, and I would appreciate it if you would tell me how it sounds and how it looks and if it's fast enough, since it is not at full speed, it's really close to full speed. So, in the meanwhile, I already clicked for look for a battle, since, well, that is really handy. Since, you know, I will be rambling, and meanwhile I'll be looking for battles, so you won't have to wait that long. Basically. And this team looks pretty weird. Scrafty, Lilligant, Whiscash, Klinklang, Crobat and Suicune. So, looking at his leads, he has, you know, the Whiscash for some rocks, and Scrafty is annoying. But, if he wants to lead with his Crobat, I can always go to Zapdos. So, Roserade lead might just be the option to go for. Or I could go for Zapdos. I might actually go for Zapdos. Yes. In comes Whiscash, which is annoying. But of course it wants to set up rocks. I can obviously switch to my Roserade at this point. And he goes for Dragon Dance. In that case, is this Baton Pass? Well, in that case I'm forced to go for Giga Drain, even though it does not do much. Pokemon Showdown has a bug right now, but it does not really matter. I can just go to my Zapdos. Okay, let me see, he went for U-turn. That's fine. He switches back to Whiscash. I go for Toxic. And he goes for the critical hit. Let me look. It is Waterfall. Crit Waterfall. Okay, he might predict the Roost, so I'll go to Roserade on the... what did he use this time? Waterfall. He used Waterfall again. But now I can force him out to Crobat. I can go for Spikes. You know, the Spike Crobat thingy. Now I'll go to Gligar, predicting him to predict my Zapdos again. He goes for Flying Jam Acrobatics. And now he taunts me, which is annoying. And I can't really do anything against it, that's the problem. So I have to go to Zapdos, hope he doesn't go for an attack, and he does go for the acrobatics again. Which means my Zapdos is going to die. And you know, your Zapdos dying is not really that great. So, here's Sharpedo. I know he wants to acrobatics my face, so I'll protect just to be safe, to see what he wants to do. He wants to go to Suicune. Protect didn't work, obviously, so I'll just go back to Roserade. It was purely to scout what he wanted to do. Now he goes for Scald. This is a Scald, yes. Here, it says right there, it's a Scald. P2A is the one using the move. This is the move, and that's the Recipient. So, do we predict the obvious Crobat? Well, why the heck not? I mean, yeah. I could go to Heracross, but I do not think a Stone Edge actually takes out Crobat. So I'll go to Sharpedo. Predict the switch to Crobat, since obvious predict the switch to Crobat was obvious. Now I'll just go for the Crunch, predicting his switch out, so I can dent something. Bar, Klinklang and Scrafty, but oh well. There's not really much he uses. What did he use? He used Roost. Yeah, he used Roost, but Crunch did 73%, and now I got my speed boost, so I can just take it out. Yeah, here it is. He used Roost. He wanted to predict my Protect. But that didn't work. A Crunch does not do that much against Suicune, I can see, so I will have to switch out again, but he might predict the Roserade and double switch to Crobat, but he hasn't done anything of the sort, so I'll protect to see what he wants to do. He goes for Scald. Okay, he just wants to attack. Then I'll go to my Snorlax. I'm gonna take the Scald, get burned, don't care. And I think I will go for Whirlwind right here. He is a Calm Mind. Okay, good to know. Good to know. This is Lilligant. Lilligant is annoying. I can body slam it all day, but I will Whirlwind to see what he wants to do. He goes for Leaf Storm. Didn't do anything, and he has White Herb. But this does leave me at a low HP that I might even get KO'd by an Acrobatics. I hope not. Please survive. Ah, he taunts me. Now I can't go for rest. Damn it. I hate Crobat. Switch to Gligar. That's what I will do. He goes for Roost. Now predict the taunt. And go to Sharpedo. And now I can just crunch. And oh wait, he has a super effective U-turn at his disposal to take me out. Yes, this is not going that well. Whatever. Now he goes to Suicune. The Crobat is just being a bitch, basically. Since I was careless with my Zapdos. Basically. And that critical hit Waterfall. Basically. Sludge Bomb. I have to do Sludge Bomb. Go for Sludge Bomb, hit the Crobat. I will have to follow off my Snorlax. Yep. And now I have to go to Heracross and hope I can kill it with a Stone Edge. Hope. He switches to Suicune. Stone Edge does 19%, which is abysmal. And I have to go to Roserade yet again. And he goes for rest. Right here I can go for Sludge Bomb. See what he wants to do. He stays in and he gets rest with Sleep Talk. If I'm right. Now I go for Giga Drain and now he goes to Crobat. Okay. This is not really going well. I'm looking for... No, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. Wrong team. Now I will look for another battle since that one, Crobat just shat me. Okay. Darmanitan, Blastoise, Roserade, Cresselia, Rhyperior and Scrafty. Looking at leads, one is... well, obviously, the Darmanitan, and 2 is the Darmanitan. I'll go with Gligar, predicting the Darmanitan. And he does most likely want to go to his Blastoise, predicting the Stealth Rock, so I'll go for Toxic. He U-turns on me, which was pretty obvious. He switched to Blastoise, which is pretty obvious. And I missed my Toxic, which wasn't obvious. And now I'll go for Rocks. He goes for Scald. I could go for Roost on the predicted Rapid Spin, which is exactly what he does. Now I'll switch to my Roserade on the Scald. Yeah, that was pretty obvious, bro. But then, right here, I need to predict something. Or I predict the Darmanitan, or I predict something like the Roserade, or I just stay in and go for Spikes. Well, Sludge Bomb is kind of the middle way, but I could just well, let's risk it. Boom, let's go back to Gligar. And he switches to Darmanitan. Okay, let's try again. He U-turns. Come on, go to your Blastoise. Get Toxic. Yeah, buddy. Okay, this is going a little bit better for me. Well, same thing as we did last time. Take the Scald. And now I have a Spinner Toxic. Now Sludge Bomb is the best option. Since, he wants to go to predict shit. And I'm not doing that. I'm going to put up 1 layer of spikes to force the Blastoise with coming in. Even though I lack my own Spinner, which is a bummer for Sharpedo. We're both... I set up layer spikes. He goes for Sleep Powder, as you can see. And right now I will go to my Zapdos, since I can force it out with a Heat Wave. And Blastoise does not want to switch in on me. But guess what wants to switch in? Rhyperior, but I do not care about Rhyperior or Cress, of course. In comes Cresselia. Little does he know that I also carry Toxic on my Zapdos, and I get the Cresselia Toxic right before he sets up his screen. Now I can go to Gligar. He goes for Reflect. And this is just to bait. This is really to bait the Snorlax. I go back to Zapdos. I wanted to bait the Blastoise, so I could just, you know, go back to Zapdos, T-Bolt it, critical hit, and his spinner is gone. You know, that was the plan of switching in Gligar. I wanted to lure out the Blastoise, and it paid off. But now this Rhyperior is staring me down. I am forced to go to my Gligar, otherwise I cannot do anything, so I will. He goes for his Stealth Rocks, as I will go for mine. Not really a point, he just most likely wants to switch out anyway, so I can get up my rocks. Scrafty, well, this thing can have Ice Punch. And if it does, it's a bitch. Just saying. So I will Toxic to Scout if he does. He goes for Dragon Dance, which is also a little bit scary. He has the Lumberry, which signifies he has Moxie. And the Ice Punch freezes me, but it didn't do that much anyway. But it's actually good that he only got one boost in speed, since my Heracross is Scarfed, his Reflect is worn off. So I can just go for close combat, take it out, and that's Crafty. Obviously Cresselia wants to come in right back and set up his screens again, or the Darmanitan, since, excuse me, again, since it outspeeds. But my Heracross can only dent Rhyperior, and my Sharpedo has a better chance at sweeping this team, so I will fodder the Sharpedo, and fodder the Heracross, go to Sharpedo. Wait a minute, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. He's Scarfed. I go for Protect, but that was a pretty dumb option. He can go for Sleep Powder, which is the scary part of this story. Well, oh well, we have Snorlax for a reason to take Sleep Powders. He goes for Giga Drain. Okay, it's fine. I will go for Whirlwind. You know, he has hazards, he switches in Rhyperior, that gets hits by hazard. I Whirlwind back to Roserade, that gets hit by hazards. And you know, hazards. Right now, I can actually predict the Sleep Powder and go for Sleep Talk. But I do not know if I want to risk it. Let's go for it. He goes for Giga Drain. He predicted a Whirlwind. And my Sleep Talk fails, obviously. Now I do want to go for Whirlwind. And I Whirlwind him out to his Rhyperior, which is not really that amazing, since that's the physical attacker of this team. But I am pretty sure that Roserade can take an EQ, even from that range, and it's a Rock Blast, and I die. Yup, that can happen. But now we have the Sharpedo. This is his chance. He has 3 hits. Because of Life Orb, let's Waterfall and kill the Rhyperior. That dies. I have to stay in right now, so what does he want to kill? He goes to Roserade. That gets hit by Spikes, Stealth Rocks, Crunch. That dies. I have 2 more hits. Speed boost up to 2. Go Sharpedo. And he forfeits. Yes, we got a Sharpedo sweep. Let's do a little dance. Yeah. But yeah, that was the battle, actually. And this will also conclude my live narration of today, since I wanted to do a little bit shorter one instead of like 30 minutes, which is a bit long in my opinion. But as you can see, Sharpedo did pull off the sweep eventually on the Rhyperior, since he would outspeed anyway. No reason to protect. And well, Roserade died to the Crunch, and the Cresselia would die to a Crunch, since it was at low HP and was toxic, and the Darmanitan would die to hazards. Wow. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the extra content in the back. Don't be saying I suck because I never played it before, even though the game has been out for a while. Yes, I'm giving spoilers. And I will see you next time. Bye!
Free for all! Survival! Mark! 3, 2, 1, go! The winner is...
今日も生き延びることができた。